everybody! Friday, December 6th. Woo! Crazy day, man. A lot of crazy people out there, I gotta tell you, man. A lot of funny people, a lot of comical people. Good market today, right? Everybody was up over 300 points on a really strong job report. And it's kind of a weird number too. That 266 gain was way above consensus forecasts. And we saw the ADP payroll number on Wednesday. That was up only 67K. And this one came in 266K. So kind of weird. Big disparity between the two. But listen, as I've been telling you, the economy's good. The economy's good. And it all goes back to what? You should know this by now. Record fiscal support. Record fiscal support. Now, monetary conditions. I'm not going to get into this too deeply. If you want, I mean, if you are a subscriber, you know what the data is because I send it out on a regular basis. I talk about it. If you want to find out more about this or understand these flows, these reserve flows between, Treasury and the banking system and how that impacts the market and risk assets, sign up for my report, MMT Trader. A lot of funny people out there, everybody. Yes. Today I had some interesting emails. I had one email from a guy who said, Mike, thank you so much for giving me the 30-day free trial of your report. Your report was excellent. I learned so much. It was really, really interesting. But I decided not to go ahead with it because I need to become a successful trader first. How does that happen? How does that happen? I mean, you need knowledge, you need understanding, you need mental game. I mean, if somebody says, and he did say, well, I don't have the money, I don't have the $250 a month to pay for it. How are you going to get the money? I said this before, you do not get money by hanging on to your little money. You get money by scaling up. All right? And that means expanding yourself. In other words, your understandings, your knowledge, even your physical capabilities, your mental game, your resilience, your ability to handle things like discomfort. This whole business, by the way, and I've said this many times, I'm very, very honest about this. There is no holy grail. There is no magic system. Not even mine. Hello? Now, mine is superior information, superior understanding, superior knowledge. But it's all about that mental game. It's all about the mental aspect of, this activity. Now, you're not going to become a successful trader. It's like saying, you want to be the next Tiger Woods in golf, but you don't want to have a coach. You don't want to have a mentor. You don't want to have instruction. You're just going to do it all on your own. All right? You want to become the next Roger Federer or what's that guy, Djokovic. But you don't want a coach. You don't want a mentor. You don't want instruction. You don't want to understand the correct way to do it. You're just going to figure it out all on your own. Folks, you can't do something on the cheap. And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to pay a lot of money. But you have to scale up. And scaling up also applies to your own state, your own behavior. All right? The mental processes required to be successful in this game. Now, I know a lot of you are looking for the magical system. I know a lot of you are really not interested in making money. You want the action. You want it right now. You want that, sugar high. You want the immediate gratification. That's not going to bring it to you. You need to scale up like any business, right? You could be a little one-man operation and you could be kind of puttering along as a one-man operation, but if you really want to get big, if you really want to amass wealth, I mean, look at Bezos, right? Jeff Bezos, right, founder of Amazon, richest guy in the world, or second richest guy in the world now. I think Gates is back up above him. He could have stayed a bookseller on the internet. Like, it's always fascinating to me when you think about a guy like Bezos, right? He starts this company back in the 90s, selling books on the internet. Right there, that alone was a great project, a great business idea, and it took off. It worked. Now, most people in that situation would have been comfortable. They would have said, yeah, you know, I had an idea, I had a business idea, I had a business plan. Maybe he raised some money from friends and family, maybe some investors in the beginning. I don't know the complete story. Started selling books on the internet. That worked. It was successful. But no, he kept scaling up and scaling up and scaling up. Now you could take this same example on a micro level as it applies to yourself when it comes to trading. And I hear a lot of the same from beginners. They're like, I really want to be successful as a trader. In order to do that, you have to scale up. And in 99.9% of the cases, when I say you need to scale up, that's not about scaling up money-wise, because that's secondary. That comes after you scale up from a mental, psychological, behavioral standpoint. You have to scale up. That means getting more understanding, having the right information, and knowing how to behave, knowing how to control yourself. It's all about that. That's what you need to scale up. And if you think, look, I don't have the money to invest in myself, and I think there's just some system that I can find out there somehow, or I can just sort of putter around and by accident land on the right formula for success. It's not going to happen like that. It's not going to happen like that. You need to scale up. And scaling up means investing in yourself and raising your capabilities. And again, that comes down to better understanding, better behavior, better information. That's what it comes down to. So yeah, that was that. Anyway, I think today, and it's funny because, looking at all the market sentiment right up until today, and we've been we made record highs, we pulled back a little bit, but the sentiment has been very, very negative. Continues to be very, as a matter of fact, today was really the first day in a long time that I saw some headlines, talking about the market surge, the stock market surge, and the great economic report that we got today, the great strong job report. Now that has been absent for a long time, and I've been talking about that, like this pall of negativity that's been hanging over everything. So we had a little bit of a clearing out of that negativity today, and things were much more upbeat. So I think we get a little bit of a pullback, just a little bit of a pullback from this rally as we go into next week. Who knows, maybe another crazy trade headline, as always. That's always been a trigger for this stuff. And again, we have a monetary situation now, which I would classify as a headwind to the market. So we'll see what happens. But we did buy that pullback, and we did buy oil down in the 55 to 57 handle, and that ran up, and then we took some profits up here. So the in and out trading has been good. The macro picture remains very positive on the economy and therefore on the stock market. But the most important message in here today in this video is, folks, you got to scale up. You got to scale yourself up, and that means making the investment in yourself for more understanding, greater understanding, better understanding, the right information, and the correct behavior. You do those things, and that is a guarantee of success. A guarantee. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Bye.